Hello, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and all are doing well. And may Allah bless all of us with this beautiful Ramadan. Okay, so in the last class, we did our final term revision part 1, right? And today, we are going to finish our final term revision. Okay, are you ready? Yes, let's do it together. So, in our final term revision, it is from the workbook page number 89 to 99. And today we are going to do answer the question, label the picture and parts of plants. Okay? And it is from the workbook page number 95 to 99. Okay? Let's do it. So, everyone, please be ready with your workbook. Okay? Yes. First one. Answer the question. First question, what is mining? What is a mining? Do you remember what is a mining? Yes. Okay, tell me, from where we are getting oil, gas, coal, gold? From where we are getting all these things? Yes, from underground, right? And how we are taking it out? Yes, through mining. Yes, very good. So, mining is digging valuable rocks and minerals out of the ground is called mining, right? And the field where we are doing mining, we call it as mine, right? See, this is an example for a coal mine. Okay, so what is a mining? Mining is digging valuable rocks and minerals out of the ground is called mining, right? Yes. Now the next question. What is the difference between permeable and impermeable rocks, and write example for each? Do you remember what is a permeable rock? Last class also we revised, right? Yes. Let's see what is a permeable rock. Yes, this is a permeable rock, right? Yes. So permeable rock is a rock which allow the water to soak through it. Look at this picture. This is a permeable rock. For example, sandstone, limestone, chalk, all these are permeable rock. So all these are examples for permeable rock. Okay? So tell me, the rock which does not allow the water to pass through it is called impermeable rock. Let's say it. See, this is an impermeable rock which does not allow the water to soak through it, right? Yes. For example, granite, marble, all these are impermeable rock, right? Yes. So, we have to write here, what is a permeable rock? Which allow the water to soak through it, right? And what is an impermeable rock? Do not allow water to soak through it. Tell me one example for permeable, chalk. And one example for impermeable is marble, right? You have to write there in permeable, allow water to soak through it, and in impermeable, do not allow water to soak through it. Example for permeable is chalk and example for impermeable is marble. Okay? Now the next question. How do earthworms help to improve the soil? Yes. How earthworms help to improve the soil? Yes. They will help to form humus in the soil. How? Let's see. You know one thing? The earthworms eat soil. Yeah, the earthworms eat soil because they will get their food from the soil. Like the decayed dead leaves, decayed rotted plants, all these things they will get it from the soil. So what the earthworms will do? They will eat the soil. And after having this, they will put worm cast in the soil. So worm cast is actually a mixture of the decayed leaves and soil, right? Yes. Also, so this is a worm cast, okay? Also, the earthworms pull dead leaves into the soil. Yes. So, by decaying all these things, what will form? Yes, our humus will form, right? Yes. So this is how earthworm helps to form humus in the soil. Yes. Now the next one, it improves the air circulation in the soil. How? Let's see that one. Worms will make burrows like this in the soil, the deep hole they will make. And these deep hole or burrows will let the air in the soil. By this, our plant root can breathe easily and our plants will grow better. Yes. So this is how the earthworms improves the air circulation in the soil. So how do earthworms help to improve the soil? It helps to form humus in the soil. It improves the air circulation in the soil. Okay, so you have to write helps to form humus in the soil and it improves the air circulation in the soil. Okay, now the next question. How does humus form? We know it, right? Yes, humus is actually a decayed mixture of rotted plants, dead leaves, food waste, right? Yes. So we can write by decaying rotted plants and animals in the soil, it will form humus. If a soil is having humus, that soil will be fertile, which grows many plants, right? So how does humus form? By decaying rotted plants and animals in the soil. Okay? Yes. Now the next one. Write any two advantages of ploughing. Write any two advantages of ploughing. We know the farmers usually plough the soil, right? Yes. So, you know why they are ploughing? Because ploughing will improve the air circulation in the soil. Yes, like our earthworm. So earthworm is actually what he is doing. He is also ploughing the soil. Ploughing means turn over the soil. Yes. So it improves the air circulation in the soil, right? And the next one, it helps to bury the weeds and form humus. Yes, by ploughing, the farmers can bury the weeds. What is a weed actually? The unwanted grass or unwanted plants of on our fields of crops, right? And these weeds they can bury by ploughing. And what happened to these weeds? By decaying it will form humus in the soil, right? Yes. See, so by ploughing they can bury the weeds and it will improve the air circulation in the soil. So you have to write it improves the air circulation in the soil and it helps to bury the weeds and form humus. Yes. Okay. Now next question. What is germination? What is germination? Yes. Germination is the process by which a new plant grows from the seed. Yes. Growing a new plant from a seed is called germination. This is germination, right? Yes. So, right there, germination is the process by which a new plant grows from the seed. Okay? Yes. Now the next question. What is compost? What is compost actually? Compost will helps to form humus in the soil, right? Do you remember? Yes. Compost is decayed mixture of rotted plants, dead leaves and food waste. It is the decayed mixture of rotted plants, dead leaves and food waste. See? This is how compost made. It is a decayed mixture of rotted plants, dead leaves and food waste, right? Yes. So, compost is decayed mixture of rotted plants, dead leaves and food waste. The compost will help to form humus in the soil and the humus will help our soil to become fertile, right? Yes. Now the next question. Name 3 things that farmers or gardeners do to help their plants grow bigger and faster. What they can do? First thing, by forming humus in the soil, right? Yes, because we know a plant need mineral salts from the soil to grow better, right? The humus will form mineral salts in the soil, right? Yes. Do you remember what are the ways of forming humus in the soil? Yes, by making compost, by putting animal manure, right? By decaying all these things, we will get humus, and the humus can form mineral salts in the soil. So, first method is by forming humus. Okay. Now, the second one by adding chemical fertilizer. We know by adding chemical fertilizer, the chemical fertilizer will also form mineral salts in the soil, but it will not form humus in the soil, right? Yes. So, first one by forming humus, second one by adding chemical fertilizer in the soil. Third one by greenhouse. Yes, because as we already learned in the last class, greenhouse is the house for plants. If it is too cold, the greenhouse can give a warm climate for the plant. If it is too hot also, the greenhouse can give warm climate for the plants. So, if a plant is getting good climate, it can grow better, right? Yes. So, what are the three ways? First one by forming humus in the soil, by adding chemical fertilizer, and by greenhouse. Okay? Yes. Now the next one. Label the picture in the order of germination. What is a germination? Growing a new plant from a seed, right? Yes. So we'll label this picture in the order of germination. Okay. You know what is this? This is seed coat, right? And when we germinate the seed, who will come first? The root of tiny plant will come, right? Then after some days, who will come? Yes, shoot of tiny plant. The stem of tiny plants will come, right? Then it will become a new plant. And from the plant again we will get seed. Okay, so this is the order of germination. So seed pod, and from seed pod root will come, then shoot will come, then our new plant. Okay, yes. Here we have to identify the different parts of a plant. Okay, what is this? This is flower, right? Yes. And this one is bud. This one is a leaf and root, then stem. So what are the different parts? Flower, bud, leaf, root and stem, right? So you have to write there flower, bud, leaf, root and stem. Okay. Now answer these questions. First one, which part of the plant takes up water from the soil? Who is taking water from the soil? Yes, the roots are taking water from the soil. So right there, root. Okay, so the roots are taking water from the soil. Now next one, which part makes food for the plant? Which part makes food for the plant? Yes, leaves. Leaves make food for plants, right? So right there, leaves. Next one, which part makes the seeds? Which part is making the seed? Yes, flower. The flower makes the seed, right? Yes. This is a strawberry plant. See the seed of strawberry plant. So right there, flower. Now next question, which part holds the plant upright? Which parts holds the plant upright? Yes, the stem. So right there, stem. Okay. Now next one. Which part will open into a leaf or flower? See here, which part is opening into a flower? Yes, bud. Bud is opening into a flower. See, it will become a beautiful flower. So the bud will open into a flower or a leaf. Okay. So students, we finished our final term revision also. So we completed all the portions of level 2 science. So what you have to do now? Watch the video properly and write it correctly on the workbook. Okay? Yes. So we'll see in the next year. Be active, be happy and stay safe in the home. Okay? Yes. So thank you very much. Okay? So bye.